Thank you so much, the speakers and participants. Thank you for still be here after 2 days of intensive and interesting debate on key topics related to sustainable tourism in the Mediterranean region. On behalf of my organization, the Adriatic Ionia Euroregion, and our project partnership, I would like to thank you all, speakers and projects, for your contribution and for animating our convention with excellent talks and discussions. Before starting, let me thank also the organizer of the event and the team of our project. This event would not have been the big result without our common work. Thanks to the tireless and precious work of Xavier, of Joseph, of Georgina, all team of Provincial Council of Barcelona. And thanks to the perfect synergy that has been generated with the partnership of this project. Adriatic Ionia Region, UNIMED, University of Thessaly, Nextour, Plan Bleu, and Dia Green Cards, and their staff. The same thanks go to the Euromed program and its secretariat. The next speaker is Ms. Soledad Bravo, Manager of Tourism Department, Barcelona Provincial Council, that I want to thank, will give you a complete summary of the result of this event and the different sessions. Instead, I would like to share with you my personal view of the event and the main mission of our community on sustainable tourism. As I said, we had 2 days of fruitful discussion about the transition toward sustainable tourism and the main challenges that the sector has to face in the coming years to contribute to the green and digital transition and promote alternative and sustainable tourism practices in the whole Mediterranean. During the event, we have not showed you only project outcome and results. We have tried to tell you a story of journey of our community that starts in 2016 and it is still ongoing. A story of a group of organizations and people which became an unique community of projects. Look who we are today, after almost 7 years, 30 territorial cooperation projects funded by the Interreg-Med program, more than 200 hectares spread around the Mediterranean, all committed for developing a sustainable and responsible tourism practices through European territorial cooperation. As a horizontal project, in last 6 years, we have tried to follow our main mission, facilitate the capitalization of results and knowledge sharing among the modular and strategic projects, promoting sharing results within and outside our community. Despite the difficult and problems generated by the COVID-19. We work together and we generate a good sense of belonging among the projects by creating, for instance, moments of sharing like the community building events. We have encouraged synergies among projects and creating the condition for opening discussion with tourism and the cohesion policy stakeholders through the organization of national and regional debates and through transferring workshops. We develop useful tools such as the catalog of outputs, the thematic papers, the Searched Med, platform and publication on tourism sustainability. Last but not least, we have put in place different instruments for advocacy, the policy recommendation, the Athens Political Declaration, and the handbook for supporting the managing authorities in the tourism transition towards sustainability. I am thinking of the events organized in Brussels and of the work that we will have to continue to bring our voice and our proposal to European levels. what do we need to continue this journey in the new programming period? Of course, we need to keep alive our community with the new ideas and projects, new organization and territories that must be involved, but it will be also necessary to reinforce the governance at the Mediterranean level, not starting from the scratch, but by capitalizing previous experiences already done for instance, by Panoramed. The new Interreg Euromed program has a strong focus on environment and climate change adaptation. It should be the framework for keeping alive our community and for improving a better multi-sectoral and multi-level governance of cooperation. The tourism as topic will be a transversal issue in new program, and so the new governance project on Mission 4 will have to enlarge its view also to the other thematic covered by the other mission. What we need is to keep our enthusiasm in reinforcing the coordination among different levels of policies and increase the institutional capacity of tourism stakeholders. As horizontal project, we will try to continue our experience because we have submitted a proposal for the thematic community project under Mission 4. We built our new proposal with the awareness that the governance project on sustainable tourism will have to work in line with the result amplification strategy of the program in order to facilitate the reuse of good project results and facilitate the mainstreaming process into local, regional, and national policies. I hope that the work that has been made in the last years will be taken into account also in the new programming period. I am convinced that most of the participants of this event will work together for enhancing sustainable tourism practice in the Mediterranean. I want to dedicate my last talk to this terrible war which is destroying Ukraine. Tourism is first of all a positive state of the soul. Therefore, sooner the weapons will stop and sooner we will return to devote all our enthusiasm to the theme and thematic that brings us together here today. Thank you for the attention.
Good afternoon, everybody. Before talk with him, that we have the worst part of this day because we have to say goodbye. We have to finish this, so it's so sad. I'm sure that all of us, we enjoy a lot these days, sharing projects, experience, knowledge, and being together. So I have to close this day, and I want to add a few words as a closure of this important convention. But before, I want to say thank you to Barcelona Tourism School and Alimara Hotel for hosting this important convention. And let me thanks to the team of Barcelona Provincial Council for this fantastic organization. Josep, Georgina, Xavi, Mariona, Anna, Eli, Cristina. I hope that I don't forget anybody. And thank you very much, Nuria. You are fantastic also. Thank you. I really enjoy with you. And of course, thank you very much all our project partners. Thank you very much for these 6 years of hard work, for your commitment and for your compromise and your contribution to make the tourism as a real driver for inclusive and sustainable world. To all the people who join us by streaming, thank you very much to be there. And my sincere thanks also to members of the Interreg Med community, European, national, regional, and local institutions, experts, and tourism professionals. Thank you very much to be with us. It's a bit difficult to sum up all the conclusions that we share these days, but I will try to expose 3 ideas that, in my opinion, I think that is important and we should focus on. The first one is challenges. We saw that tourism industry in the world and in the Mediterranean region in particular face important challenges that need to be addressed collectively and throughout action plans involving all the stakeholders. These challenges have become even more evident due to the crisis, the COVID crisis that we live recently. And we realize the importance of the tourism for our economies and our societies. One of these challenges is climate change. Climate change is happening, and it's changing the tourist sector. Destinations have a key role to play. We need coordinated, bottom-up approach to listen to the reality and specific destinations, and the local level is prepared to take actions because actually have a strategic and specific plans. Also, we saw that, as stated by the Glasgow Declaration, unless we accelerate decarbonization, tourist sector emissions could rise 25% or more by 2030. These days, we have the opportunity to know about many initiatives in which the main actors of the industry and destinations might join in order to accelerate tourism decarbonization. But we have to pay attention as well to the need of helping visitors and host communities experience better balance with our ecosystem. We need to engage people in the pathway towards the transition by offering a better quality of experience. We need awareness, we need commitment, but how we have listened these days, it's important to sign Glasgow Declaration, but even more, have skills and knowledge to manage actions and have a good plan with real impact. The second challenge is digital transition. Don't underestimate the benefits from digitalization processes, not only for the tourism industry, but the society as a whole. Digital transition can directly contribute to provide better services to our visitors, but also help us make better decisions considering all the information and data gathered. Big data is a new golden oil. This is something that we listen these days. But we need to know how to understand this data, how to apply it, how to modify and redirect our activities and policies. The other challenge, very important, is governance. The success of any action plan addressing these challenges should get an alignment of goals and resources between national and subnational authorities, civil society, large, small, and medium companies, local communities, and visitors. As Valentina Superti say, we need everybody on board to success. And the other one is the skills. We listen this day also, the importance of training programs to improve professional capacities with mapping needs and opportunities that promote transition for or to quality work. The second point that I think is important to take into account as a conclusion is a strategic managing of destination and transparent disclosure of tourist activities impact. Often, indicators have been used to raise awareness about sustainability issues and gain consensus about tourism impact, but not to promote a better governance or to introduce sustainability as a priority of real policies. At the same time, many other tools are being developed in the framework of European cooperation projects. We have a good proof these days, in order to contribute to mapping and have a pathway to tourist transitions. But it's not enough. We should work harder, integrating the wide array of public and private solutions and measured systems, which in many questions are difficult to align and share. It's important the coordination between data researchers with policymakers to produce information useful and create indicators that destinations really expect to define strategies. And the last one, but not least, is the importance of cooperation and European funding. Coherence, reciprocity, and community are the cooperation's current key challenges. International cooperation programs such as this one offer exchange dynamics that are excellent opportunities for sharing knowledge and experience, and we all benefit from them. 25 years after the Barcelona Declaration, the new agenda for Mediterranean reminds that strengthened Mediterranean partnership is a strategic imperative for the European Union. In addition, proof that working together and acting closely with a spirit of partnership, we can turn common challenges into opportunities. In this context, we cannot lose sight of the key role played by European funding, becoming an ally in favor of the sustainable tourism, providing support to tourists and its stakeholders in their efforts to become greener, digital, and more resilient. We have seen interesting projects and initiatives that have been developed thanks to European funding and thanks to exchange of our community, like reused water, circular economy, or the importance of certification as a process to improve quality, competitive, and sustainability of our destinations. And we conclusion that it's important to make sure that all of this experience, these projects and lessons could be shared with other countries. In fact, we are now in a very good momentum to take an advantage of these resources as we are in the transition of 2 programming periods and the investment programs for the next 7 years are already being defined. We already know that for the next applied, tourism will be a mainstream priority that make possible funding projects related with innovation, new technologies, climate change, circular economy, and biodiversity protection. In addition, the Next Generation Fund suppose as well a unique opportunity for the transformation of the destinations. So, from the Barcelona Provincial Council, are convinced about the benefits from the territorial cooperation. For this reason, we have submitted a candidacy for the new Euromed program under the thematic of sustainable tourism to continue the fantastic work and results of our community. I hope we may organize 2 more editions of Meet Sustainability Tourism Convention in the coming years, and the next edition would be in 2025, so I hope we expect to meet you again there. But it's not all. That is not all. That doesn't finish here. I think that the most important conclusion is that we need to continue working together to build the tourists that we want and to build the future that we wish today. So I hope to see you very, very soon, and thank you very much for your attention.